I think we're doing things.
I think we're live.
Cool.
Let's do this.
Episode 8 of 8 Bits, recorded the 27th of June 2013. Sponsored by Vlash, who says, "We're no strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of, and you wouldn't get this from any other guy."
When did we become a dating hotline?
You know what that was, don't you? We just got rickrolled. Rob Tibbetts, who says, "Hi guys, enjoy the sponsor. I'm loving the podcast so far. Guys, keep up the great work. Oh, and release more game tapes so I can have another rant at some games."
Let's do this.
Stelgam, who says, "Bring out the popcorn. It's live at youtube.com/Stelgam." Hello, internets! Welcome to the 8 Bits podcast. I'm Maz. This is BRADIDAS.
Hello.
And the Bruce.
Hey.
So, there's going to be a change of pace this episode.
The pace.
Today instead of video games, we're going to be talking about methodical and moderated political discussion.
And why I should be PM. Based purely on the fact that I'm wearing a tie today.
That's right. That's right. So let's hit it off with the state of our national economy. And we'll just go from there. It's
not good.
It isn't. I have no notes on this. I have no. You've sprung this on me, Brad.
We're doing this live.
We're changing format.
This is now a political podcast. No, it's not. We're really not going to be talking about that today. Well, Brad might.
No, I'm done.
He's done.
We've got a new PM who was the old PM. End.
We've gone back to 2007 before the GFC.
That doesn't make any sense.
And away we go.
What's going on? But hey, whatever keeps Tony Abbott out of
your pants.
Yeah, God, his face. Jesus Christ.
I'm more his ideas, but whatever.
Well, there's as well, but Jesus, have you seen him try to smile?
It's the worst.
It's like something from a nightmare. Children!
Why are we doing this to our listeners?
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
they have no idea what we're on about.
We're talking about Australian politics. Come on, why wouldn't people in the US and UK be really interested in that?
If you want to get your thoughts in, why don't you tweet us with the hashtag 8BitsLive, and we'll put it in
live. Hashtag politics Australia.
And we'll whack it in SANDBAG at the end of the show. You can check us out on the internet. 8-Bit Postcard.
Getting the hashtag Kevin Rudd.
Oh, fuck.
Hashtag Kevin07.
Suddenly we are the hypest shit.
8bitspodcast.com for
all your Kevin Rudd news.
Yep. Please send your Kevin Rudd fan art in as well. Facebook.com/8bitspodcast.
I think I've thrown you two guys by having a podcast in this early in the morning.
This early, like 15 minutes earlier than we usually do.
I know, it's fucked you.
It's fucked us completely. You're wearing a tie. I don't know where I am. It's all happening. They're the places. You can do the things. Holy crap.
We better fire into it before we lose our minds.
Let's do it. Into the news.
The news. So the news, Kevin Rudd.
Fucking Kevin Rudd, mate. Poor Julia. She's a strong lady, isn't she?
She's not even a tear was shed.
Not even a tear.
Well, that happens when you have your tear ducts fused shut. To be a politician.
Did you see her knitting on Women's Day? Women's Weekly or whatever it was?
Strangely enough, I didn't.
I don't read the Women's Weekly.
She had no glasses, and I think you're not far off with the whole fused eyes shutters.
Although on the plus side, bloody Peter Garrett's out now.
He's gone.
What a fucking
hopefully he's going back to...
What a fucking hypocrite he was.
Yeah, hopefully he's gone back to...
Minato.
Burning beds and dancing like someone with...
So now not only are we talking about Australian politics, we're talking about like Australian rock bands from the 70s.
Yep.
Or early 80s.
Welcome to that.
We do what we need to do.
We do
to get those ratings.
Trivial
that sweet Australian politics 80s rock demographic.
We're going to get all those grandmas listening in.
Hey, Peter Garrett, what's he got to do now? other than listen to this podcast and
Think about where his life went wrong.
Oh dear.
They didn't sing "We Can't Start the Fire," did they?
No, that was
Billy Joel.
That was Billy Joel. Mate. There's a lot of lyrics in that song that aren't really lyrics. They're just words.
I apologise. I'm not sure where we're going today.
No.
Well, Beyondopolis news.
Okay, I broke this. I broke this thing, so now I'm going to fix it.
All right.
So Microsoft have come out and done a complete 180.
Haven't they just?
On
the
their,
Xbox 180.
Xbox,
Is that what people are calling it?
Because it's half as good. Yes, I mean that's good. I mean it's good news for anyone who really wanted to buy an Xbox One but was put off by these bullshit policies.
It is.
They still took away the family shit. They took away family sharing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh,
That's you know what it strikes me as? It just strikes me as like a petulant child. It's like, well, you don't want our always on DRM and our use game policy, which is bullshit.
Well, you can fuck this then.
Fuck you.
Microsoft breaking up families since 2013.
I'm taking my family sharing plan and going home.
Yeah, it's
Microsoft is going to be on Judge Judy soon, breaking up families.
Other than
because that's what happens on Judge Judy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Does anybody watch that show as well? Let's talk about more things. Nobody has a clue. Other than taking back taking family sharing home with them and letting us share games the normal way again, have they changed anything else about the console?
Yeah, you don't have to have the always on connection anymore.
You don't have to.
You just have to you have to be on the internet to set up the Xbox the first time.
Yeah.
But after that, you don't have to.
You're just going to be on for updates and stuff like that.
If
you want them,
unless you play online, which obviously you need to be online for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about it just smells like they're just gonna bleed it in over their launch.
But that would have been fine.
True.
Not over maybe not over the launch, but over the life cycle of the console. That is how you do a thing.
But don't come out and be a giant dickbag to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we're doing. We don't like it. Okay, I changed my mind.
If they come out with this Xbox One and said, right, it's pretty much the same as the Xbox 360, it's more powerful, all the policies are the same, but here is our view for the future.
This is what our vision is.
This is the vision for the future, and these things will be implemented gradually. I think that would have been great guns.
On a winner rather than falling face first in a pile full of shit.
Yeah.
Vlash
In a pile full of Sony laughing at them.
Full of Sony's feces.
Vlash just said the family sharing was a good thing, and it was the only thing they really originally got right.
Yeah.
Do you think if we just crack the shits hard enough as a community, we could change everything about them? Could we change the colour of the console?
Do you know why
the shape of it?
Do you know why they've changed it though? One, pre-order sales.
Yeah.
Not as strong as they thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
Two, we've actually got. I think we've got Jimmy Fallon to thank for this.
I think we do too. Yeah.
I don't think much of Jimmy Fallon. If I had my way, that show would be Late Night with the Roots featuring Jimmy Fallon. But I mean, thanks, Jim. Cheers, mate.
He's done us all a justice.
The response that Sony got from their not dicking around on a mainstream, network show.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
They can't ignore that.
It wasn't just us strange gamers in our caves having a bitch and moan. It was on the television.
Oh, yeah.
With real people talking about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that's all well and good. So does that make you want to get it now?
No, my quote. I'll quote what I said to Bruce in the car. Just because you come into my house and threaten to cut my dick off and then change your mind doesn't mean I'm not calling the cops.
And it was a good analogy. I liked it.
That's true. Well, I'm just trying to think back to if you missed our big E3 specials, we did a rundown on everything they talked about during their conferences. I'm struggling to remember Xboxes.
It was
It's pretty av. Yeah, sweet.
You guys got any Forum or Beyondopolis stuff or anything else?
How's your Neverwinter going? The guild.
Oh yeah.
Guild
Look,
Dog.
I guess I'm
Guild
a little bit disappointed with what's happened with Neverwinter, and
What's happened with Neverwinter, Bruce?
it's dying in the anus.
Uh-oh.
Because
Explain.
because the whole game was essentially released in open beta, and because open beta went for such a long period of time, and reaching the end didn't take very long. They've now launched the game live, but you've got all these people that have done everything. So it's now down to foundries, custom made quests, and things like that. So until they release,
I guess the quality of those could go either way.
exactly, because you're open to whatever somebody's designed.
I really need to get to level 15 and unlock that shit, don't I?
You do. You need to get there and unlock the foundry and start developing some things to drag people's asses.
It's so MMO that's
is.
that's the reason I've got it there. There's no reason I'm not playing it apart from the fact that it's so MMO. And
so everyone's got to level 60. When they've gone live, there's been no level cap increase. So it's now just people farming items to.
Are there still like dungeons that people
There's still
haven't figured out yet?
Well,
or?
the only dungeons that people haven't figured out yet are ones that are made by people. So there's no
sort of
nothing made by Cryptic.
Basically they've failed in the way every single MMO fails is there's no end game.
Well, exactly. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's really disappointing.
It is a bit. It is. So
Hey, look at all the cool D&D stuff they could have done.
And the other thing and to bring back a point you made on a couple of episodes ago, the biggest D&D monster that's in there is the Mind Flayer.
The most iconic thing.
Most iconic one in there is the Mind Flayer.
There's so many other
There's so
weird
many places
stuff they could
you
have
guys
done.
can go.
Yeah. But no pirates. Oh, fuck.
So maybe they'll go down that path eventually. I don't know.
How many were there many non-humanoid enemies at all?
Yeah, there's plenty. So by plenty, each area sort of has new ones. So you've got there's goblins, there's gnolls, there's mind
those
flayers.
are all humanoids.
Oh, sorry, humanoids. Yeah, no.
Well, not even a dragon or a beholder or something.
There's a dragon, but when you say not many, there's a dragon. There's
no, we're saying a dragon. Dungeons and Dragons. Help.
No, Dungeon and Dragon.
Dungeons and Dragon. One.
There's and then there's some spiders. So
and
some elementals.
how
Fire
much of the
elementals, but
E3s did you get to see?
not a lot at this point because I've been in a pool of abyss with work.
This might be something for hype later, but did you see the Elder Scrolls?
That was going to be on my quickfire.
I've seen one and I want to see the rest of them, but it's something that has still got me interested from when they announced it.
Angry Joe did quite a good interview with one of the PvP guys.
Okay.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
So no, I haven't had a chance to look at a lot of it yet, but when I do, maybe next time.
Next time, Gadget. Let's move on to this.
Oh, and Vlash is right. There's a huge brain as well.
Oh,
in the Mind Flayer piece.
Oh, like the Brain Lord.
Yeah. Yep.
Save state?
Save state.
Sure. We're saving the state. Save state. I don't know.
Welcome to the Save State. This is where we talk about what we've been playing
Yep.
since the last time we saw each other.
Yeah.
What you been playing, Bruce?
Good old Theme Hospital.
Holy shit.
So I went, the GOG had a sale, and I went and rolled around in that sale. Got a whole bunch of games stuck to me. So
that's amazing.
I sent a Brad in the car. I picked up Theme Hospital, Lords of the Realm 1 and 2, Heroes of Might and Magic 1 through 8.
Wow.
Might and Magic 1 through 8. Icewind Dale 2, Baldur's Gate 2. Settlers 1 and 3.
My goodness.
And a whole bunch of other stuff.
Basically,
too.
go to
So,
GOG.com.
Go to GOG. They had a
look what's available. Bruce owns it now.
They had a 60% off sale, and their games are like $5 already.
Yeah.
So
It's a good deal.
rolling around in games that are $3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is it about Theme Hospital?
So
that...
I kicked the Theme Hospital and I started playing that while I was in Sydney. And realised very quickly that I'd forgotten how to play that game effectively. And had heads exploding all over the place.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So, and I got on some Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I always love that one.
Now, is Heroes of Might and Magic, which one's the RPG and which one's the tactical?
So, Might and Magic is the RPG.
Uh-huh.
Heroes of Might and Magic is the tactical side of
Where
it.
you build the armies. And
Where you build the armies and conquer the lands. So hopefully I'm going to kick off some Might and Magic this week as well, because they were always a good series. The other one I picked up was Betrayal at Krondor and Return to Krondor, which are based off of the Raymond E. Feist books, which you wouldn't have read, so you won't know what I'm talking about.
No.
So that's what I've been playing. I haven't recorded any of it yet, but I will eventually.
Amazing. I'm playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS.
Yeah.
What a lovely game. Holy shit. I never played any of the old ones. Did you?
No, I don't think so.
It was Animal Crossing on the GameCube, Wild World on the DS, and City Folk on the Wii. I never touched any of them. For some reason, they must have been doing a good job with their marketing on this new one, because I was intrigued and needed it.
Well, you can find Reggie's house.
Fuck. Reggie has done a video on Nintendo's YouTube channel where he shows around his pad.
Which this is Reggie. What's his title?
COO of Nintendo America.
Oh, there you go.
Or Absolute King, I think most people know him.
Yeah,
by. He's a pretty good face
You know what?
for Nintendo.
Out of he's come out of E3 like this year's E3 really swinging, hasn't he?
He really has.
Like I think Nintendo because Nintendo didn't have to put up a show. They've just gone, well,
Yeah.
Let's put
here's what we reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a video in the show notes of him showing us around his place, which is pretty cool. I'm struggle to believe he actually plays the game, though.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
honestly can't make an assessment
You think
there.
he'd have to put a certain amount of hours in to have that job and say that he plays these games. I don't know. But he
Not really.
just look at him. Does he
might just
I don't
might
know.
just
Well,
hire
what does that
people to
mean?
play the games for him and then tell him what he needs to PR.
What the fuck is this game about? Tell me.
Tell me what it is. So.
We put your face on all these sheets. Fuck.
So yeah, I got into it pretty, like, release day. I went and got it because I was so excited about it, and I don't even know why. I can't tell you. Basically,
What do you do in those games?
yeah, that's what I'm still playing. I play it daily. It's kind of like my Facebook check. I go into my town for like half an hour, pluck out the weeds, I can shake the trees, sell seashells.
It's a Facebook game, isn't it?
Talk to all the townsfolk. Hit Buck in the face with the net because I hate him, make him pissed off, and then go to bed, save and quit.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. But remember when the first one came out and all of the stuff that we saw online with people going, I don't know why this game is so addictive, but I can't stop. I'm feeling that now. I open and go, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'll be watching TV and go, the shops are going to shut in 8 minutes. I better get the fuck back in that game. because the day cycles are real time. So yeah, the way this one's
That's
different,
terrifying.
It is terrifying. The way this one's different to
I have a bad enough time getting to the shops.
Well, I miss the shops a lot, and I'm like, fucking shit. When you go to the post office and it's like, you missed it by 3 minutes. Like, I hate my life. I'm going to go hit Buck in the face with my net a few more times. Where it's different to the other games is this time you arrive and you become mayor instantly. They're like, you're the mayor everyone's been waiting for, and you're like, actually I'm not. But then they make you mayor anyway. So you can pass like ordinances and stuff to change the way the city works. I don't really know what that means, except I've made everyone my city a night owl city, so that the shops are open till like midnight, 2 a.m. for me, because that's when I'm awake.
That's 'cause when you're
I still managed to miss the shops, but counts.
Wow, you're running the city and you still can't get it to work for you.
Yeah.
Worst PM ever.
Kevin Rudd, we
yeah.
need to play Animal Crossing.
That's right. Let's have a leadership spill in my Animal Crossing. Fucking Buck will probably get it to that.
Then it start hitting you in the face.
Yeah, it's actually quite amazing how much character and personality all of the little dudes who live in your... There's like Isabel, she's the chick who she's your PA, and she's always like, someone's moved in, and you're like, go and say hi, and you're like, all right, let's see who this fucking... Oh, it's a fucking bright yellow sheep. Why is the inside of a house all cafeteria? I hate you. And then you meet Buck, and he's just a tool. He's such a tool. Keeps calling me partner. I'm not anybody got time for that. And he's best friends with another dude called Bo, who's actually really nice. And I dig holes around Buck's house so that he can't get it. He comes out his front door and he's like... and then like you'll see him later on when he's dug up, like filled in the holes and stuff, and he's like, you digging holes around my house? And he's like,
yep.
Don't know. Am I? Anyway, Bo was like,
I still don't know what this game is.
I don't know either, but it's just amazing how like attached to the certain people you get, and you see them flapping about, and you're like, hey, what's up? And you bring them food and find their... I don't know why I'm playing it. I really don't. But it's nice. For me, it feels like it should be a Facebook game. Like it's perfect for Facebook.
That's why it's so addictive.
Yeah.
Somebody's gone and taken a Facebook game off of Facebook and put it on DS.
It's amazing.
Well, Animal Crossing's been around for a while.
It has. 2006 it was released in Japan, and it was like... That was for the N64. And it was like, fuck. And it continuously rates really well for a game that's basically...
2006 on the Nintendo 64.
Really?
That seems late.
No. Yeah, it does. I think that might have been the DS one, actually. Or the Wii one, maybe. That's probably the Wii one.
GameCube one, I would have thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really... It's like suits Facebook to a T. You know, you play it in short bursts.
Next, you're going to tell me you're playing Farmville 2.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've done that already. Nobody got time for that. The 3D in it is really nifty. Like, they've got this nice slope on the world, so it's kind of like a big barrel that you're rolling on kind of thing. It looks really cool. And the music's awesome, and the characters in it are great. I still just don't know why I'm playing it. I give it a 3 because I'd like to be able to... I'd like to be able to do more.
3.
I can do anything I want.
I'm addicted to this game. It's a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like being addicted to it doesn't mean it's great.
Yeah, I mean...
How addicted were you to bloody SimCity Social?
Yeah. Like,
it's not a good game.
Retardedly. And they've shut that down now, haven't they?
That's because they released SimCity.
Sad times.
And put microtransactions in that.
Yeah, they did. That's exactly what they did. Yeah, it's really cool.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. It's an oddly addictive game, and competitive too. My sister and Matt got it, like a week after I did, and they've already got Matt's already got 3 extensions on his house and stuff. I'm like, how are you playing it that much? I don't understand how you can.
People without jobs.
Wait,
that's you.
Me. Yeah, but I can pick it up and I'll open it for half an hour max probably, and then save and quit, and that's me done for the day. And then I might do it again at the end of the day, but I couldn't play it for...
Maybe it's their weakness, like my weakness is MMOs.
Maybe. Just walking around shaking trees, digging holes, looking for fossils every day.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. So I don't know how much more life it's got for me, because I'm going to get... Although every day you go in there's something new happening.
So maybe until something else is released that you're keen on?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm waiting for the big Wii U releases.
Pokemon Snap?
Mate, when are they going to announce that shit? Fuck. We're getting HD reboots of everything else. At least they can do. And on that, that's made up.
Nice. I've been playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh, I had videos to show of
You do?
all those things, and why didn't I push it? Here's some footage of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Look at it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Your new role is mayor.
Oh.
Okay, everybody.
The way they talk as well is kind of addictive. Like, and you can't.
Is
help
that a
it.
penguin?
It
Yep.
might have been. There's Isabel, and then you sit at the back and be mayor, and she's like, "What can we do today?" And I'll be like, "I want to
Build a fucking bridge."
Build some bridges, yeah." Although it's really expensive to do that. I'm like, why do I have to pay for everything? Tax these cunts. Can't tax them. Doesn't make sense.
Once
I
again,
don't understand.
worst PM ever.
Yeah. You're the mayor. You pay for everything. What? You can earn money by
Digging
selling
holes.
shells. Get to work.
You mean being mayor doesn't pay any money?
No.
Wait,
This is
what?
the worst job ever.
It really is. And you know what's another thing? As mayor, you can get a job serving coffee if you like. to earn money, to pay for the things
To
to
build a
run the
bridge.
city.
This is not a good economy.
It's really bad. No wonder the other mayor didn't. No wonder the old mayor left to live on a tropical island by himself. And the guy who's supposed to be mayor sends you a letter going, "Oh, I was supposed to be mayor, but I see you are.
Apparently.
Excellent. You do it. Don't tell anyone."
Apparently, Logan said that the best way to make money is beetle farming on the
Beetle
island.
farming on the tropical island. See, I only just got the... It's amazing because it goes, "Hey, we're going to start sending the boat to your place to take you to the island starting tomorrow." So you're like, okay, well, I'll play again tomorrow then, clearly. And then there's always something coming up the next day for you
To try and bring you back.
yeah.
There's the boat.
There's the boat. There's
Mate, where's your boat?
going scuba diving for exotic crayfish.
And a shark.
Catching some sharks. I caught a shark. Why am I holding it? And there's mini games, multiplayer. We haven't managed to play that yet, but yeah, it's all happening. Look at it go. Digging up fossils,
Some sort of force.
catching stuff with the net.
Dragonflies.
I prefer to hit people with my net.
Fishing hard.
It's
Graveyard runs.
Yeah. I'd like to see Pokemon look like this, actually. Just on a very random side note.
No, I see what you mean.
Sorry about that. You were talking about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear. So yeah, it's a Metal Gear game. You're playing as Raiden. It's not really a stealth game in this one. It's,
No, no, I didn't notice that.
Well, it's by Platinum Games, the guys who made Bayonetta.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was about to say, you look a bit Bayonetta.
Yeah, well, yep, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
Same body, different head, by the look of it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's the way they
pretty
roll.
much.
One model.
One
Yeah.
model. You know what? This game has one of the best opening levels
All right.
ever. You feel awesome, and it's just great design.
Yeah.
Basically you fight some guys. It teaches you how to do attacks and parries, and then you fight a Metal Gear,
Oh, wow. Fair enough.
and you beat the shit out of it, and you feel great.
Wow.
And then you meet sort of your shadow boss,
Okay.
who like cuts up your eye, cuts out your face and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you want to fight him for the whole game, and that's how games should be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
as much,
Oh, look at its chicken legs.
yeah, it's great. And it moves.
It moves.
It moves.
That's frightening.
Wow.
It moves and vomits.
Turbo cow.
I don't really understand sometimes. Unfortunately, the last level is one of the worst levels
Oh,
I've played in a long time.
that's no good.
I mean, you get through. It's just the last boss, actually. There's challenging, which I'd call like the two bosses leading up to the last boss. Those were challenging. Those were fun, but I had to restart a few times,
All right.
like half a dozen times. Like,
Oh, that's...
you know what? But I could see what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can fix this. The last boss is just bullshit.
All right.
In my opinion, it is bullshit. Because, like, he's got screen-filling attacks, shit you can't block.
That's horse.
It's like, okay. He has 2 life bars.
What?
He throws shit at you, like giant buildings.
Right.
Like, okay.
That's out of control.
Yeah, it is. It undid all the things it was trying to do.
Meeting a
Is
deadline, maybe, do you think?
I was going to say, it's almost like they've tried to
Well, no,
rush,
well, this is it. This is in
release.
like this was no. This was this was in development for ages. This was the second guys. These are the second guys who did it.
Yeah.
They were in no rush.
Mm.
It's just a poor design choice. What a last boss should be like a culmination of everything you learnt
Yeah.
in the game. That like Zelda does a really, really good job with its dungeon bosses. Like, because you've picked up a new pickup, you've learnt how to use it. Now you have to use it well to kill this boss.
Yeah.
Whether it's the slingshot, all the way up to the hook shot and so forth.
Yeah.
And then the last boss with Ganon is usually a straight up fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of the energy ball ping pong, but when you get down to it, it's just blocking, moving, and attacking, and getting your timing right, which you've been learning, which you've been perfecting the whole game.
Yeah.
To throw in some nonsense is really disappointing.
Yeah.
It's really disappointing considering the boss beforehand is your shadow nemesis guy, and that fight, while challenging, is really fun. Like that's how these character action games work the best, when you're fighting someone who is like the same, like a sword fight.
Yeah.
It's great. But the last boss,
The boss, it sounds like they've gone, the boss needs to be hard, but they've mistaken difficult with just
Stupid.
bullshit.
yeah,
Like, so we'll make it hard by making these impossible moves that kind of cheat you out of feeling any kind
it
of...
feels like the last boss in a fighting game, where like Shao Kahn,
Yes.
like you're not trying to take my quarters here, just
Yeah.
don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it on normal, which is the lowest difficulty setting. I've got nowhere to go.
Oh, dear.
Like, there's no way I can.
No way to go down.
I looked it up on YouTube, and there are videos of people who can beat this boss taking no damage.
What?
I don't know how they do this.
Wow.
I don't have time to. No, I don't have time to master that game to that level.
That's crazy. How does
That's
it...
a lot of gameplay to get to that point.
Nah, the game's not super long. The time it gives you is a bit iffy because it only counts your successful run, so it doesn't count any deaths, so restarts you have to do.
Yeah.
So you end up with this game was only 7 hours, but really you've been there for 12.
Yeah, okay.
You were playing the other one of the original one of these the other day, weren't you? When I saw you, it wasn't this one that you were playing.
No, I was playing that one.
Was it? Was it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, ignore me then. But how does this hold up to the original? Because it looks a little bit less about slashing people in half. Am I talking?
I don't know what you're talking
about. The same game.
Have you done something wrong?
Have you?
How long has this game been out?
A while. It's been out since about February.
Mate,
Okay.
what have you done?
Maybe I'm just thinking about the first game.
There is no first game.
I'm
There's just
thinking
that one.
about this
First game.
game. How does it compare to itself? Is what I'm asking.
As well as anything else can compare to itself, I guess.
Excellent.
Mate,
excellent,
I tell you
excellent,
what.
Excellent.
What happened to you?
Wow.
You know,
I've gone into another dimension
yeah.
and seen
The same dimension.
The game, like if you've got, I have to say, if you can skill up, and like there's a lot to like about this game. I was enjoying all of it up until that point, which is a real shame. But if you've got the time and skill to put into it, because maybe I'm just getting old, maybe my reflexes just aren't as good as they used to be. But yeah, if I recommend it still. Just be aware that the last boss is bullshit.
Yeah. This Bayonetta style game is getting quite popular, isn't it? The new Final Fantasy
It's not Bayonetta. I mean, it's been going around so like Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah.
The original Devil May Cry on PlayStation 2 was like probably one of the first, if not the first.
Yeah. I hope Final Fantasy 15
It will be.
isn't this.
I don't
We'll see.
know.
Might not be.
I'd quite like. I wouldn't mind if Final Fantasy 15 turned into a character action game. Because at least
Something
at least
different.
it's something to play. At least I can play it. I just got to walk down the corridor,
That's right.
turn on some fucking what were they called in 13?
Lights.
The lights,
Turn on the lights.
the different classes you could switch between.
Oh, paradigm shifts.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Or just change some paradigm shifts.
That's what you've
And
done.
then watch
You
more
paradigm
game.
shifted to yourself.
Fucking
Thought you were going somewhere else, but ended up in yourself.
But yeah, anyway, so if I was going to give it a score, I'd say 3. If you really love character action games, give it the must play seal. If you hate bullshit bosses, I would not give it that seal.
If you hate bullshit bosses, get to the second to last boss and claim you're done.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I finished this game. Did you fight the last boss? No, mate, there was no last boss.
I beat the last good boss.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the quickfire hype?
Sure.
It's a fucking segment now.
Is it?
Mate!
Oh,
Yeah!
What is this?
What is happening?
Oh,
Wow.
Welcome to that.
that was the thing.
Quickfire hypes, where we just talk really quickly about what we're excited about. Who wants to go?
Have you got anything planned for this one?
I do. I've got
Well,
things.
you better go then.
Yeah.
'cause-
All right.
Get on it.
Basically, it's everything that was coming out in E3. Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. Rayman Legends is going to be on my list until it gets released. Although I am getting a little bit sick of waiting for it. I'm
think you're
scared that it's going to come out and I'm going to just
You'd
not
be
give a shit
disappointed
anymore.
because you've waited so long.
Yeah, I probably just won't even bother. I'll be like, I've waited this long, I'll wait another year. Whatever. I'll get it when it's in the bargain bin. Pikmin 3, Mario Kart 8, obviously, Final Fantasy 15, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, and strangely, Disney Infinity. I'm seeing Skylanders everywhere going, come on, I want to get on this, but I want them to be Disney.
Okay.
So I'm strangely excited about that. So we'll see when it comes out what the price points are for it to see if I can be fucked. But at the moment, I'm a little bit hyped about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's me.
That's nice. I don't really have any set hypes, but if you push me to say, I'd say Elder Scrolls Online. Something's exploding. The Puppeteer.
Pants
I forget
vibrate.
Oh,
Do.
The Puppeteer, which is a game we missed in our E3.
Yeah, I think I saw a little bit about that.
Yeah, that looks like that's a platformer. It looks really nice.
Cool.
Peanut is gone. It's all on me. Fuck. Titanfall, of course. Mechs.
Yep.
I don't know. E3 in general, like games, new games.
I actually googled a bit of Deadpool to see.
I saw a review.
Not a good review. I saw someone playing through the opening of it, and it looked hilarious.
It looks hilarious, but it looks like a really subpar character action game.
It probably is. Yeah, I think it might be in the vein like Conkers was, like a really subpar 3D platformer, but made up for it in its
Doesn't make.
self-awareness. And
I think if you really love that character, you're gonna love that game
Yeah.
regardless. So I don't know the character, so.
yeah.
And the fifth thing I'm hyped for is actually Magic the Gathering's new release, the Core Set 2014.
I'm glad you said that because I was this. Yeah, I'm kind of keen for that too.
Me, yeah.
But I'm also kind of want to. If I'm going to go down that path, I'm also tossing up actually getting a deck instead of
Just
getting the
buying cards.
electronic one. Maybe getting a deck and.
Oh no, I'm talking about the cards.
I'm talking about the actual cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. So maybe we should do that. Get on that.
I'm pretty keen.
Find some other people to play with as well. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything you're hyped about? Still haven't seen what the hell's coming out.
Not overly. I guess the only thing I'm really hyped, like, you know, my mini hypes at the minute are just all the old school games on GOG that I can relive.
Yeah.
I'm just hyped to get back on some of those.
Well, let's push into the maximums.
Maximum height. You know what? That new Sonic game on 3DS doesn't look too bad.
It's also on the Wii U. I reckon it'll be shit hot. I reckon it might be I think I'll give it a go.
We mentioned this if you haven't ever watched this on YouTube, because the Maximum Hype logo thing is Sonic.
Oh yes, that's right. Watch us on YouTube as well. Just
Please.
just do it.
Please.
But not before you've liked us and rated us on iTunes.
Please.
Please. Anyone? Please.
Who?
I'll go because I don't really have much to say.
Go on.
Game and Wario for the Nintendo Wii U.
This is another series of games I never understood the point of.
Yeah, really weird sort of mini games, like ultra mini games too, like 3 seconds at a time. But this one's got a bit longer features now compared to its previous incarnations, where they've sort of been like 3-second mini games of pick the nose or whatever. Now there's a bit more length in them. The reason I'm excited about it is because it looks like another kind of showcase like Nintendo Land was for possibilities for developers to use the gamepad for.
I was going to say, I like how they're utilising the gamepad a bit more in that. Not necessarily that, it's going to be fantastic, but it's good to see them trying to incorporate it at least.
I understand why Nintendo's doing this, because they do want to look at the things you can do, but make a game.
Not a whole series of 3-second demos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a demo disc. Wario's demo disc.
Yeah, I feel the same. But it is cheap though, so it kind of is.
A demo disc.
It's less than half the price of a regular retail game.
But that's because you're not getting a full game.
So there's that. But I'm excited about it because I have played one of the ones before. I can't remember which one or what platform it was on. But I kind of enjoyed it in a kind of strange, quick-fire playthrough kind of thing. So I think it'll be good. I think it might especially be good kind of multiplayer. Weird fun.
I've got one on Wii. I've got the one on Wii.
Maybe that's the one I played.
I think I've played it once.
Yeah, so that's literally how much I've got to talk about that one.
That's all right.
Yeah, so I think it's out now. It might have come out the other day, so I will pick that up and see how it goes.
Nice. Who? Me? All right. I'm hyped for a PC game. It's one we saw at E3. It's Blackguards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an old school RPG.
Ooh.
It's got grids.
I like it.
It's got
I like grids.
Kind of XCOM-y looking grids. It's based on a German RPG called The Dark Eye.
Ooh.
Yeah. It just this is what I want. I want turn-based combat where you can interact with the environment.
Yeah, you want the D&D board games that we play.
Yeah.
On a computer. I've wanted that for a long time as well.
Yeah.
Just give me Hero Quest. Give me fucking Castlevania.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
They try, mate. They just don't do very well.
No. What is the name of the game that I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Dungeons and Dragons Castle Ravenloft.
Ah.
Give me that. Like, that'd be awesome. Don't give me scrolls. Give me this. So this looks like it's what we've wanted.
Yeah, it really does. Dark Eye system is not bad. It's pretty much what they play in sort of continental Europe.
Okay.
Rather than it's more widespread than D&D there. But it's pretty much the same: elves, dwarves, wizards. But no, it looks nice and tactical. So.
Yeah, I think that's what I liked about it. I was watching it going, it looks a bit slow, but then I'm like, oh, hang on, this is like the board games.
Because it's XCOM.
Yeah, and at first I thought, mate, you want 3D scrolls, but no, it's not scrolls at all. which is good. I think that's a
I
good
like
thing.
this video where I watch this guy being punched to death.
It's good, isn't it? He's dead.
That looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's got potential.
the story sounds pretty good. You're in a jail there to begin with because some monster wolf killed a woman and they think you did it.
Oh
A
yeah.
good old RPG, a werewolf killed a woman and you're in jail for it.
Yep, pretty much.
Nice.
I remember looking at the when he, in that demo he goes into a village, and it's not like old Neverwinter and so forth. It's just like a picture of the village and lists of the places you can go. Like, oh, that's much better.
Yep. That's cool.
It's so old school that it makes me excited.
It does look good.
And I guess that brings back the comment you and I had in the car of they don't make games like they used to
Yeah.
in terms of gameplay.
Well, what platforms?
PC.
Nice.
PC thus far.
Yeah, it looks like you need a mouse, doesn't it?
I don't know. Well, XCOM works really well on console, so maybe they can be convinced.
I guess anything where you've got that turn-based grid tactical style, there's no reason it can't go on console.
Yeah.
If there's no like time pressure.
No, I don't think there was. Looked like you can plan your stuff out. Yeah. Actually, it's a shame you didn't cut to the bit where they actually started using spells and stuff. The wizard started using spells. Looks pretty good.
Sweet. Brucey?
Mine is once again Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't watched any more of the videos yet, so I need to dig into that. But if you,
How do you feel about the graphical downgrade?
I think it's a necessity.
Yeah, and it's not terrible.
To put it on.
No, it's not awful.
No, it's not. And to be honest, I much preferred Morrowind over Oblivion and
I mean, it's more Oblivion level graphics, and even actually a little bit better, but not as good as Skyrim.
So I don't think that's going to be an issue, and it shouldn't be an issue.
No,
those games were all about gameplay, not
And even in their test builds, they're getting like 200 people on screen at a time. I mean,
wow,
I mean, that's doing pretty well.
So yeah, more to come on that at some point.
wicked.
Oh, and coming to consoles. So,
Holy shit.
Mate, we're keeping you up.
Oh, mate, tell you what. I could do with another 4 hours. Let's take a break. Or shall we? Shall we not?
Shall we push on?
yeah, push on.
Let's push on. We are going into...
We've got another 12 minutes.
The Dismaster.
Kirby.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to have a quick talk about the latest updates on D&D Next, the playtest.
Yes.
The last playtest packet they released, it's starting to look really good. It's starting to look like a game.
Oh, nice.
The thing, like the big eye-catching stuff is they've put half orcs, gnomes, and half elves in this one.
Good.
Gnomes look really interesting. They've got all their usual magical, sort of like small magical tricks they can do. And if you play as a tinker gnome, you can make little items and like send them around. Which looks pretty cool. Half orcs and half elves are. I think they've done the right thing. They're not quite as powerful as they were before. Because the half orcs particularly were quite.
Because they still had like strength bonuses like an orc.
But now it's more like you're a human with a twist, which is really what it should be. As far as classes go, they started putting in some of the like the hybridy classes last time. So we've got paladins and rangers and druids. Was there any other new stuff? The monk's in there. I'm probably missing some, but it's starting to come together. I think they've put almost everything except for bards. I think they've put in.
So how far away do we think we are from?
So Gen Con this year, I think they're going to be doing like a big play test of stuff. They've got a exclusive book coming out for Gen Con, which is a mini campaign which takes you from level 1 to 10. Which I'm a bit upset about not being able to buy, not at Gen Con.
We need to go to Gen Con. We need to find somebody at Gen Con to buy it for us.
Yeah. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, it's still going to be... At earliest, I'd say they release at the end of this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes on till they release at Gen Con next year, so another year.
But we're getting close. If they're releasing a 1 to 10 piece for Gen Con, then we've got to be getting close.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere at least. I mean, soon the Sundering Adventures come out pretty soon, and I want to pick up those and play them.
Yeah.
Somehow, if we can get the group back together, get the band back together.
Yeah. We need to reunite the band.
We're on a mission from God. But those look cool. The Forgotten Realms adventures that tie into the storyline of the new Forgotten Realms books.
Yep.
Another thing, they released a concept for a black dragon as a legendary creature.
Okay.
Which so basically in a monster manual would be like 2 pages. Like you buy the one page, get 2 pages worth of information. It looks really cool. Like it gets extra actions that it can use between the end of its turn to the start of its next turn.
That is not cool.
That is awesome.
That is not cool for a player.
And the environment, because how dragons magically change their environment. The environment can do things. It looks like fighting a dragon is actually going to be a proper epic battle in this new edition. Not just a numbers game.
Yep. So a lot more depth there then.
I mean, it could have been. I mean, it could have been an epic battle anyway if you had a good DM. But as written, it looks like they're doing everything they can to make things epic as written.
Okay. Yep.
Which is what I want.
That's good.
Yeah. I did send Mike Wells, who's the I think he's the R&D developer, lead designer. I can't remember his proper title, unfortunately. I did ask him what level and how many characters were fighting this dragon, because apparently they were almost TPK'd, and apparently it was 6 level 8 characters. He got back to me.
Wow.
So yeah, and the dragon was challenge rating 10. So it looks like their maths is pretty good. It's pretty good this time, yeah. That doesn't mean if you don't know what any of that means, it doesn't matter.
It's gonna be.
It's exciting. Just we know what we're doing.
Yeah. It's exciting news for us. Maybe not Maz. He's got a blank look on his face.
Yeah, I'm lost.
He's blanking out.
Give me the point and click version on the computer. I'll be able to follow.
We would, but you've got a Mac.
Oh!
Yay! Blissfully unaware of my surroundings.
Sure are.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and so yeah, for this Dice Master, I thought we'd try something different. Just have a quick chat, a quick ramble about how we got into tabletop games.
So I guess for me, in terms of tabletop games, I always used to play a lot of board games, not necessarily like your D&D, but your Monopoly and Cluedo and stuff with my dad. And then in terms of falling into D&D, that was just more the people I was hanging around with at school.
Sure.
So yeah, it's
for me it was
pretty much.
As a kid, I was playing Hero Quest.
Yeah.
And
Hero Quest is a big. Has a lot to answer for that game.
It really does. And then it was through Spartan U, just playing D&D for a bit. Wasn't massively into it, but then like bringing Spartan and Fred round and playing it at yours.
Yeah.
It was more of a social thing.
Yeah.
For me, and sort of wasn't as heavily interested in it as the rest of you fellas. But when we started playing games like the Cthulhu and different kinds
the
of
more
worlds and stuff.
the mystery style games.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, because I think the common misconception is that all of the tabletop RPGs are
Dungeons
the
and
very
Dragons.
stereotypical.
Yeah.
Can I have a Mountain Dew and
Can I have a Mountain Dew?
firing magic missiles at shit?
Combat
But
simulators.
like we've said in this this segment in previous episodes, like there's so many different variations to get your hand in. There is something for everybody.
And even if you just have D&D, there are so many different things
Yeah.
you can do. Like, it's so hard to recommend a rule system anymore because you don't really need them. Like that's the secret that all the RPG companies don't want you to know.
Yeah.
You don't need their shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can just make it up.
Mm.
And I guess that's the thing is, a tabletop is very much stereotyped into Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, that's the brand
Yeah,
recognition.
exactly. Yeah.
I was trying to think, what would it be for me? For me, it'd probably be Hero Quest as well.
Yeah.
Playing Hero Quest. Another thing I have to say it'd probably be the fighting fantasy books. Those old
Oh my god, the choose your own adventure.
yeah.
I know
Roll
those,
and dice.
yeah.
Yeah, I played a few vampire ones of those, and they were great.
yeah. Well, I think those were fighting fantasy ones as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a good point. I totally forgot about those. You know, getting those and
fighting fantasy game books. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. A
Going to the
book you
library.
read and had a pencil and dice.
a pencil
I
and
remember that.
a DC.
I love that shit.
I'm going to the library.
Oh mate, we don't need to go to the library, right?
I'm going to Brad's library.
Because they've actually
PDFs.
just recently they've released. A guy got the license to re-release Advanced Fighting Fantasy, like the proper RPG version of it, because there was always there were the game books, but then there was also the sort of RPG that they released.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was called like Advanced Fighting Fantasy Dungeoneer. I think it was an RPG that you like a normal one. But he's redone it. He's streamlined it. He's straight up reprinted some of the monster book and the world book, and it looks pretty good.
Mm.
We need to contact this man.
Possibly, I also want to buy his books. So, what was your first character that you ever made?
I don't remember his name, but on the character sheet, I remember you could put a picture.
Yeah.
And everyone was just downloading pictures of anime and stuff, and mine was Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. But I thought it was the coolest. I couldn't have a gunblade though. That pissed me off a little bit, but close enough.
My first D&D character was a cavalier.
Oh, jeez. Because there weren't enough rules in D&D. You need a few more.
Hey, chat room, have you played it? Can you
But
just
the
make sure
first
we know
one I
your
would
life?
have played, I reckon, was either the dwarf or the barbarian in Hero Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the barbarian. Hero Quest is so good.
It's such a good game.
I don't think we should ever play it again
No.
because it'll
Never.
just ruin all of the nostalgia.
That's what we have Descent for.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another. Did I mention there's another bloody expansion? The first
We need
expansion.
to play it.
The first expansion isn't even out yet.
Good, there's still time.
Yeah, there's still time.
We need to play that shit.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I reckon my first one was.
I think mine was probably something, boring, like a half-elf ranger or something. But I didn't get to play much, like actual play.
Yeah.
I was always running the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know your
Tell us about.
first experiences on the Facebook. Is probably the best way to do that. Facebook.com.
Flash is saying, nope, the only sort of D&D I played was when we played the Skype game.
Oh, speaking of Skype game.
Skype game.
Speaking of Skype game, I'm glad Vlash said
I
that.
would love to play more.
Hint. Well, I know what adventure I want to run, so I will get in touch with the group again. We will sort out a time to play.
Be at least a week from now.
Yeah, because I want Brucey there, and we'll record it.
Is it going to be Cthulhu?
It is going to be Cthulhu,
Can I play?
I suppose. It is one you've played before though.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not then.
Yeah, I don't know. Up to you. So yeah.
So stay tuned.
So stay tuned for that. And so we want to. This is the very vague plan at the moment. So don't hold me to any of this. Hold me to some of it, but not.
Too late.
So yeah. So I want to sort out the next game with those guys.
Yep.
And record it.
Yep.
So we've got a recording done.
Yep.
After that, I want to look at bringing in some of the other people who are interested.
Okay. Sounds
So
exciting.
we have not. So if you put your interest up, and we haven't contacted you yet, it's not because we've forgotten or we don't want you.
It's because we're still in the
It's
alpha.
because we're still just fucking around.
Now. How are you going to run that? Are you going to just keep adding people till you've got too many people? Are you going to put a rotation system?
I think a rotation system would be better.
Yeah, like if we get a lot of people, then it'll be a rotation.
And I think there are at least 12.
Yeah.
To about 12 people. So that's three groups.
Mm.
Yeah.
If we're including you and Spud. Definitely.
Do you know what would be cool? Running the 3 different groups in the same world in different portions of the world.
That would be really interesting.
Wouldn't
and
that
then
be
have an
amazing?
overlap occasionally at some
But
places.
I think I'd rather do that with a D&D style game, if not D&D.
Yeah. I mean, that would be... Obviously, that's a little way down the track.
The plans for the future, people. You're
plans for the
hearing them.
future.
You're hearing them now.
You're hearing them now.
Get excited for next year.
That'll be on us sooner than we realise.
Yeah, no.
Fucking hell. That's like 8 episodes away.
So yeah, if you haven't already registered your interest, get on our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Or hit me up on Twitter with the hashtag Skype game or something like that. Something that makes it really obvious to me that that's what we want to do.
don't just go hit Brad up and go, I'm keen.
That's
'Cause
I will not understand.
Brad will
I'll get
ask for
too
your home address.
excited.
Brad will be knocking on your door with no pants on.
Let's do this. Sweet. Let us move on. Let's just smash this, shall we?
Why not?
I'm gonna have to take a break to check the
Let's
sandbag
smash
anyway.
this. I'm ready to fuck a bright guy.
Oh,
We'll just take a short break now. We'll be.
what are you, Peter Garrett now?
We'll be right. Yeah. What's the thing with Peter Garrett? Has he? He said he was retiring. Has he?
Yeah.
Has he said he's not?
No. I just love the fact that he was in such a political band,
Yeah.
and then he got into politics and then sucked their dicks.
Yeah. We'll be right back with more Peter Garrett news.
Peter Garrett news. Cover up.
8-Bits Podcast will be right back. For show notes and video supplements of everything we discuss on the show, head to 8bitspodcast.com. And the discussion doesn't end with just our opinions. Have a say at facebook.com/8bitspodcast, and we could feature you in the Sandbag segment in a future episode. This show isn't possible without people like this week's magnificent sponsors. To sponsor a show, head to 8bitspodcast.com, and we will forever love you all over the face and hands. And sponsoring isn't the only way you can help the 8-Bits fellas out. Head to the podcast on iTunes and rate us some stars and review the show. Every little helps. 8-Bits Podcast is recorded live on the internet, and if you want to be there when it all goes down, jump on the Facebook page or show notes of this episode for our Twitter details. Welcome back to the 8-Bits Podcast. You can very quickly, if you're quick, hashtag 8bits live on Twitter, and we'll get to the sandbag very shortly. But first, it's over to the Border.
The what?
Why are you shocked by that every week?
I'm not.
Just a beta king.
Not really.
I'm with beta king.
Oh, you're acting.
This might be a segment that gets turned into something else.
Yeah, so I think we should turn this one on. Maybe just relabel it into something else.
Yeah.
But obviously we're not going to have a beta every week. or every time we do this,
which is almost every week.
which is almost every week. And obviously, the game that I did want to talk about, and I'll bring that up quickly now, was Card Hunter. But the reason I've chosen not to talk about it is because I'm in the process of organising an interview with Joe and the guys from Card Hunter. So to talk about it now and then have an interview with those guys. It's a bit like double dipping.
Might as well get it all out.
Yeah,
Exactly, and I
let them talk about the thing that they know about.
exactly. It's their game, and that's why we're interviewing them. It's the way it is. So I guess I don't have anything new for beta this week.
Bradidus.
I do.
Bradidus has something.
So I actually want to thank one of the people in our community. It's the one I can't pronounce. It starts with a C. Mm-hmm. Yep. They know who they are. They're in the. I think I've got them on Twitter. So good luck to them. They've got a strange.
You know who you are when you hear this.
They've got a strange name, but they recommended Dust 514 a few weeks ago, and I found out that is a free to play beta on the PlayStation 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's an odd sentence to hear.
I know. I was very confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it's sci-fi Battlefield.
Wow.
And ties into the MMO EVE Online.
It sure does. I just in the last game I played of it, I was caught in an orbital barrage from a from a player.
That is also a weird sentence to hear.
There are many. So someone was playing EVE, helped their buddy out by orbital barraging me, and everyone else on the map. But no, it's been cool.
Yeah.
Again, I get the feeling it's another pay to win.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the cool guns cost the real money. Like the real money, fake money. You buy fake money with real money.
Yeah.
And then spend that money.
You can't obviously earn fake money in game. Yeah.
You do.
Okay.
But it's the ISK and the AUR.
Yep.
So I assume you
Yeah.
understand what I'm talking about there.
So the ISK is the EVE Online in-game currency that you use to buy ships and pieces like that, and the AUR is a currency that you can buy with normal currency to buy cosmetic enhancements for your clone, so like clothes and stuff.
This is why you get that
bits and
$80 eye patch or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
People were
yeah.
upset about when it first happened.
Yeah.
But no, you use the real money stuff to buy. You can buy some of the really cool guns. You don't need them. You really don't need them, but I guess if you want to pay extra money for that. But what gets me though is you pay real money for passive and active bonuses to XP.
Oh.
Ah.
So if you buy this, like say you buy a passive bonus and an active bonus, so you'll be getting more XP from kills and doing stuff in games, but you'll also be getting an increase, because like in EVE where you're not playing, you still get skill points and stuff.
Yep, that's right.
It's the exact same thing. It's just it ramps up.
Yep. So it's
really an
changed
incentive
that in
not
EVE
to
as
play
well,
the game.
So
It's so it's an incentive for me not to play the game.
yeah, okay.
Like what if I just don't play the game for a week and
And
log
come
back
back up to
in
level
and
50.
I've got all these skill points I can spend, all this cash for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Although I that's a very negative thing about it. I mean, but
So that's probably something they probably shouldn't have taken from EVE. And the reason they have it in EVE is, and they did change it where you were training all the time, but now you have to queue up a 24-hour skill queue. And that's because some of the skills actually take real time to train. So like some of your battleship skills take like 46 days to train. And that's 46 days in real life. That's not in-game time.
Oh, jeez.
So, it takes years to get every skill trained, but it might take you 12 months to have all of the skills to fly a battleship at maximum capacity.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that being said, I mean, that's a very small part of the game. The game itself is really fun.
Yep.
I mean, it's basically Battlefield.
Space Battlefield.
It's Space Battlefield. I mean, it's not as good looking, but it is in beta. you only really have team deathmatch and like capture points.
Capture the flag. Or,
yeah. Like basically, what's a rush? Is it rush?
Rush.
In Battlefield, where you capture the flags.
Yeah. So rush. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't suck. It's good.
More of a casual jump in
Yeah,
and play.
it's something I jump in, have a few rounds of, and then leave. Actually, that being said, next month on PlayStation Plus, Battlefield 3.
Fuck. For free!
For free.
Well, for the subscription price, which I paid $20 for 3 months. So,
Yeah.
for
But
that for that amount,
that doesn't interlace with those playing on PC though, does it?
no.
See, I wish they did that one though.
That would even in the new generation, that doesn't seem like something's going to be happening.
I know, but
Who are these
I
people?
really
Team
do wish
17?
they would do that.
Team 17,
Yeah,
make a game,
the rejects from Team 17 and Blizzard all together.
or just having a good time.
They're all just having a good time.
Yeah. Oh, and this month, XCOM.
Oh,
Mate,
yeah!
Get PlayStation Plus.
It's
Just do it.
It's-
Fuck me.
for $20 for 3 months. You do pretty well.
Yeah, shit. These games are not just
I mean,
dodgy little.
the bad thing is if you're not currently a member, those games are locked on your system. That's sad. But for 2 games free, for two
Yeah.
decent games free, and then it's usually some other little stuff, and it might be good. Depends on what you want. Yeah,
It's great.
you know,
So what happens at the end of the month? Do you no longer have access to that game, or
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's only for that period of time.
even if you wanted to pay for a year, I think it's $70 or $80. That's the price of a game here. That's less
Yeah.
than the price of a new game here.
That's true.
And you're getting a year's worth.
gives you good exposure to those
That-
games too.
that's
If
like-
you really like them, you
That's
can go
like
out and buy them.
24 games.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep, do it. Get on it.
And
All those
Dust.
people.
Dust is pretty fun. Enjoy it.
Dust.
Nice.
It can only get better. So, unless they totally ruin something.
Well, they could.
They could, but I hope they don't, because it's fun.
They might.
No.
No, stop it.
To the fortune!
Yes.
There you go, Bruce.
Play it again.
Playing it again!
Oh, congratulations. You should really be on YouTube if you're not.
There you go.
I like it. I'm satisfied.
Satisfied? Sweet.
There's
I
no
can move
flames,
on.
but I'm satisfied.
There's no flames yet. Well, I couldn't be fucked. This is where we talk about what's going on our channels. I'll go first. Because I've got to find my name tag. There it is. Over on Extreme Beyond on YouTube, rebooting starts on Monday. Holy shit, it's pretty exciting times. I've been playing the shit out of some games. I tell you what, fuck.
Are you
I've
playing the
been
shit
up-
out of games for reboot or just
For the
to
reboot.
get them out?
No,
before
for reboot. So I've queued up about 30 videos for next month so far. The idea being...
One a day?
I was like, yeah, that's so far as well, and I've got to do more Minecraft.
Are you going to be able to keep this pace up?
Well, this is the thing. If by the end of this week I've got all the stuff up for next month, I've got all of next month to get all the stuff for the following month, and if I can maintain
but
a
my
consistent...
question still stands because you tried this before.
I have, but I'm doing a lot less this time. The only things I want to maintain are Minecraft and the 8-Bits podcast. That's all I want to maintain on the channel. That goes and happens without fail. Everything else is a bonus.
Is as comes.
Yeah. But fuck, oh my god, Brad, you should get on this. We should do a few of them. Minecraft. I played a adventure map with Tron the other day. Hero Brian's Return. For those playing at home, the shit they're doing with command blocks and stuff in that game now. It's got cutscenes, fucking like special effects, like shit's exploding, people are firing like magic at each other. I'm overwhelmed with how much they can do with the redstone and the command blocks and stuff like that. I'm being teleported into cutscenes on airships, firing cannons at other airships, blowing them up. There's boss Yeah, fuck. Even whatever the hell that was is excited. I don't even know what it was.
Brad is trying to knock the shelves on us.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
that'll happen.
Whoa!
No, that was the chair.
The chair's excited.
But it's very cool. I was very impressed walking around the village doing quests for people and shit. It was very cool. So gonna try and do a new adventure map every week with someone different, and that'll be great fun.
Here's the question though: can I dig a big hole to nowhere?
Straight down.
You can, but the idea is you don't craft or do anything.
You don't understand how I play Minecraft.
Yeah, that's true.
You are going to be very disappointed
Yeah.
when you play an adventure map with Brad and he just starts digging straight down.
Yeah.
Well, unless we find new adventure down there.
Just dig to the end boss. He's down here.
I know he's here. Digs down.
We could just do the missions. No, I'm gonna find it.
Digs straight down, falls down the ender portal.
Yeah. I found
That
this
would be
redstone
fine.
drop.
That's the result for me. Do you understand?
I found this hole, mate. Check it out. Brad,
Meanwhile,
that's a cave.
Brad in a hole. Horses are going to be in Minecraft soon, so you can. Horse.
Brad's going to dig
I
a hole.
like it.
There's going to be all these horses on top of him.
Sweet.
So Minecraft action daily is going to be the thing, including some weekends. I'm just going to aim for 5 days a week, but the first week it's actually 8 episodes in 7 days. So
Is this going to be? Is this solo Minecraft or
No.
Yeah,
The
any kind
adventure
of
maps
Minecraft.
I'll do either by myself or with someone if they're available, or
Yeah.
so that's pretty exciting. We've also got Minecraft Survivors for Realm that
Yep.
will start up soon. We probably won't see that in the first week of the channel reboot. Final Fantasy VII on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Donkey Kong Country on Wednesdays. Conker's Bad Fur Day on Fridays until Jungle and I crack the shits, spoiler alert, and we stop playing it forever.
Week 2.
And actually I think we get 8 weeks before that stops.
Oh.
And Slender on launch day, which
Oh, that
big-
well timed Slender special.
Yep, it's good. It's gonna
Everyone
bring
still cares.
retro Slender action.
The Slender opening special.
Yeah, so it's
You
good.
can see my disco antics.
Yes. So I'm pretty excited. It seems to be all coming together well, and the focus now is like Thomas was here, and he gave me a good stern talking to, and being
Which he remembers none of.
I know, being an audience member first, and then some weird Portuguese guy we invited into our home second. He made some valid points about just doing shit that's fun, and that's why shit like Game Taint is gone. Stuff
It
like
needs to come back
Skyward-
though.
That's why
The-
Conkers is done.
The game tank is fun, but the thing is we have to buy shit games
Yeah.
to play.
So yeah, that's all happening on Monday, which this episode will already be out by then. But for you people listening to us live, there you go.
Good to see you listen to your fans when they come into your house and be totally
That's-
drunk.
That's what it
That's
takes.
what you need to.
That's what it
you need
takes.
to do.
So if
gotta
you want to
come
get your
over-
point across to Maz, come round to his house, get smashed,
Yep.
and tell him what you think.
And tell me what you really think.
What about big issues?
Big Issues is something I want to do every now and again with Fred, because that was good fun. It's just
When
a
he's
matter
not
of-
running in the rain.
when he's not running in the rain or going fishing.
So never.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'd really like to do it
That's
again. It's good fun. I want to do it in fucking Duke Nukem 3D, but
That's a bitch to get running. Why
yeah,
would you do that?
I think that's what it's going to come down to. Maybe I'll get a Left 4 Dead mod. The mods have opened in Left 4 Dead 1. You can mod how your characters look and shit, and all this other stuff's made it really easy. So maybe Left 4 Dead 1 is some action we need to get back on.
Maybe. Left 4 Dead 2's way better though.
No. I don't like it as much.
It's only because you have no audio and people leave you behind.
Yeah.
Um,
And haven't played it much
Poker
at all.
Night 2 will be something,
We need
We
to
should get on
start
as
that
well.
up. Yep.
because that's good. But those would be like one-off games that'll go up
Come
on
up when they come
Conker's
up.
days or when they do. But yeah, there you go, Brucey, Mr. Captain 2 channels.
I got 2 channels now.
Holy shit.
I started another channel mainly because I wanted a channel that I could just dump raw footage on. So I've taken quite a liking to recording and just uploading what it is. Everyone edits their videos. Fuck everybody else. I'm not going to do it.
Do you put an opening and closer on it, or you
Well,
just
sometimes.
go,
Generally
like,
not.
there it is.
Generally not.
Sometimes I know
Other
that
videos
There
are
it is.
comprehensive, not me.
Sometimes I upload the video by itself and the audio by itself, or you guys could edit yourselves.
That's right. That might be the next step. Look, I'm done with this. Here it is. Here is everything raw. You work it out.
Yeah.
Everything's out of sync. Deal with it. Look. So yeah.
They should do an XCOM roll.
XCOM.
haven't done XCOM
I haven't done
in a while.
XCOM for a while, so I've taken a break from XCOM, and what's in at the moment is
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead versus.
But this is on your normal channel.
But that's
not
on my
Noobs
normal
Raw.
channel, so that will change on my other channel, which I've conveniently called Noobs Raw.
Oh, okay. It's not up there.
Which
It's not up
doesn't
there,
have on
that's
there.
the other.
So and then that channel there, when I can be asked editing a video and putting something up that's edited or a vlog or something, that will be what that's for. But
I think what you'll end up doing once we start doing Realm stuff is killing a channel, because you won't have the energy to
exactly,
maintain it.
and I think I'll keep my unedited channel on. I'll be killing that one, but we'll see what happens.
in the future.
In the future. So yeah, the plan for that channel is anything that I play with people that doesn't get edited. So if I play a game with you, be careful. You never know where it could end up.
Well, you
And
do.
be careful what you
It's
say.
one of those two places.
Don't drop any bombs.
Oh well, I don't care about bombs at this point in time. I'm not contractually bound to not have bombs.
Don't drop any certain types of bombs. If you... Because he's not going to edit shit no more. Which means I'm never going to play with him again. And neither is Nick.
Or you will, and I'll just have a lot of controversy on my channel.
Yeah.
And probably get banned from YouTube.
YouTube banning.
Yeah. Brothers?
Well, I guess what we talked about in Dice Masters is really my fortune. Ooh.
What?
Avcon is a happening thing in a couple of weeks. Is
it is.
anybody keen on going to that?
I should crack out my warrior costume again.
I'm keen on going, whether it be in costume or not, just to fucking be there.
When is it?
July 12, I think, or 11.
So that's when we're planning on recording next. Maybe we'll do an AFCON special.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We can go.
I don't know how much tickets are and shit.
We need to
I'll-
decide on whether we're gonna.
$50.
$50.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I hope so.
I hope so. If it's
Jesus.
$50, I'm not going.
I don't
Maybe
remem-
$30.
That sounds more
I
right.
thought they were
I'll
closer to
go.
20.
I'll go.
There's like 20,
We'll check
and then
this out
there's
before we leave.
There's a weekend
or,
pass, isn't
or when
there?
you drop me off in the city, I'll just
Yeah.
pop into like Shintoki or
Yeah,
something.
you
for
go,
it.
Yeah.
I can't. How much AFCON tickets?
Yeah.
Or I won't
but
do
yeah,
it that
it was-
racistly.
Fucking God, I'm fucking Avcon tickets.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I haven't been in we haven't been the last 2 years.
I don't believe it. Gherkin was asleep. Sorry, I had to interrupt. I didn't think he slept.
it's news. It's news to all of us.
We'll put that in. Yeah, so we didn't go last year because it
Or the
snuck
year
up
before.
on us.
Or the year
Or
before.
the year before. So, do we want to go? Do we want to go in
I
costume?
think I
do.
do.
We just want to go normally?
I I'd rather go normally.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just go normal as well. I don't think I could be fucked.
I might just wear my purple overalls for the hell of it.
Yeah, well, if you go in costume, then I'll do it too. But we'll see how we go. There's a lot of attention. I kind of want to see some panels and stuff, and
Yeah.
It seems like now that we do this podcast, there's kind of reason to go and listen to shit.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I want to scrub it up at the fighting game tournaments.
Mm.
Just lose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's what's going to happen.
We need to take Nick and get him in a Mortal Kombat tournament.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, look, I think as long as the tickets are a reasonable price,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
keen to
check
go.
it out.
Yeah.
So if you're a Adelaide person, would like to go to Avcon, let us know. We might even see you there. Wicked. That brings us to Sandbags. It hasn't changed, Bruce. I almost did. And I
Oh,
thought,
excited! What a Mr. Shadow head in there.
yeah.
Oh.
We actually do have some stuff with Sandbag.
Oh, I was going
I
to say, do we have any?
I totally forgot. Just some comments on the old E3 specials that we did last week.
I did look at the comments actually. I don't think you even liked them yet. I'm well behind.
I don't like them.
I don't even like those videos that we did. I don't like them. Like, I like them, but I don't physically
them.
like them. Oh,
You
social media is so confusing. Anyway,
I don't know what's happening anymore.
You don't use that attachment you bought in Japan that plugs into your Mac to like them.
I thought you were about Tenga eggs for a second.
Well, it was close.
You were close. So on the E3 Nintendo special we did, Vlash said it's probably nothing to do with Nintendo, but anyway, he said Splinter Cell is a great series and glad to see it's still going.
That was in the Nintendo section for some reason.
Yeah. Possibly the best Tom Clancy games. Deadpool is a great character, my favourite Marvel character, and I really want them to do it well and not fuck anything up with it, and indeed not tone anything down, which from what I've seen they haven't toned him down, and it's very self-aware. Like it's him making a game about himself and then like going over to the bookshelves to look for something and like pulling whole books off and then making reference to the work experience kid who modelled the bookshelf and stuff, and it looks cool. Like a lot of fun. I don't know whether the game itself will be very rewarding, but
that's the thing.
Bad Fur Day, I think is
I think you might be on the money there actually.
Tommy's improvisation.
Yeah,
Tommy's improvisation. There we go.
Says
I saw a video of the guy who made Wind Waker. Who made Wind Waker talk about people complaining about how the game abruptly ends after you spend ages getting the Triforce. He said that's the bit they fixed, but didn't say how they fixed it.
Did that game abruptly end?
That's what everybody's been saying.
I don't know.
I think people are crazy. And the Wooganite says, EA, I swear you better not fuck up Battlefront 3.
They will.
Well, it's not Battlefront 3. It's just Star Wars Battlefront now.
Been playing the 2 Battlefront games for the PSP. Loving the hell out of them. Still not as good as Battlefield 2 for PC, though.
Okay.
That's what happens on the YouTubes.
Sure.
If you're on the YouTubes. You might want to talk about this also. I look up some tweets. We may as well talk about Vlash and his channel. You mentioned it.
I just saw Vlash is doing a run through of Last of Us, and while I can't watch them because I don't want to spoil that game for myself, I thought Vlash is a good friend of the show. Let's give him a shout out.
Yeah, for sure.
He's the best friend of the show.
He's pretty much.
I think the tweet box is broken, but I've got the backup here.
You got the backup.
Just do a real quick refresh to see if your hashtags, if you're quick, hashtag 8bits live, you might get in. That doesn't have a hashtag. Ooh, at.
Mate, nobody can see what you're doing. And
oh my god, there's an actual, that's why it's come up. 8bits live is a fucking account on Twitter. What a bunch of cunts. Anyway.
Oh, that's
right, whoever took our fucking hashtag, you're dead.
You're dead.
Coming for you.
Let's see how many followers
it was
they got.
Gekrin, wasn't
oh mate, they've got 34 followers. They're not even a thing. All right, here we
go. Social media elitism.
TJ on the tweet says, will you be buying or doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy 15? The answer is yes and no in that order. And also...
That's pretty much what I was thinking.
Will you ever continue Skyward Sword? The answer is no. I want to play
Why is that game so terrible?
Is it though?
It doesn't seem good.
Yeah. That's probably why I haven't played it in a year and a half. Chris Tate, who Mike Gherkin follows, says, so Kojima is looking for people to remake Metal Gear Solid 1 with the new engine.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Just hope they don't change much.
I hope they change a fair bit.
Yeah.
All of them.
Have you played Metal Gear 1 in a while? Anyway. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
No, I heard about that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And Mike Gherkin...
they've done it once. It's called Twin Snakes. It was on a GameCube.
That's true. Mike Gherkin says, Gah, I fell asleep. Sad times indeed for the 8-bits live. Mate, what were we talking about that put you to sleep?
Australian politics.
Oh, fuck. It was,
all that politics stuff. We were doing.
He didn't even make it past the intro. He was sound asleep.
Shit.
That and our smooth voice.
And I put a tie on as well.
Thanks a lot, Kevin Rudd.
So yeah, Vlash's channel, by the way, when we were talking about that, is Vlash271, VLASH 271 on the YouTubes. Go check it out. It's probably, I'm going to check that out, I think, because I don't think I'm going to play The Last of Us.
That's the sad thing. I want to watch his video, but I don't want to watch.
Yeah, I'm
So you're gonna
a
have
bit
to play
torn
the
as
game
well.
and then
Like,
watch
well,
his
Well,
video.
I was thinking I think I might pick up that game today because I've got
Yeah.
a big pile of games I want to trade in. So
everybody's...
which I'm allowed to do.
That's because it's the planet.
Thanks, Microsoft.
Yeah. God. Damn them. Yeah.
I tell you what.
So that might be my sales state for next week. Previews.
Cool. Actually, yeah, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have we done it in record time?
I think we don't know what's going on.
Smash that.
We started 15 minutes earlier and we've
Nope.
finished in record time.
Wow.
Well, 10 minutes shorter than we usually do. Fuck.
That's still a record.
We just didn't have a break. Yeah, it's good. It's getting...
No,
getting tighter.
there was a break.
Oh,
A few
wow.
minutes.
A few minutes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I better push this button and make the
Make
end music come on. Thanks, everybody, for coming and joining in the chat room. If you did, we love your face. Thank you to our sponsors this week, which were Rob Tibbetts, Vlash, and Stelgum. You guys are amazing. As always.
Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, yeah, well, I suppose you can go and check us all out in the places. I'm on Twitter, extremebeyond. Bruce is on Twitter, Silverhawk Bruce, no E in silver.
Why did you do that? It makes life so difficult.
Probably typoed.
No, because with an E is always taken
Those bastards.
by wankers.
Yeah.
BRADIDAS is _BRADIDAS on the Twitter as well. It's a good thing. You can go on the internet at 8bitspodcast.com. You can check out the show notes for this show, and all of the previous shows are there. Check out our E3 specials. We went into great detail, and it was exhausting, so I really appreciate
Especially
it. if you
the end of the Sony one. We are dead. We're dead
so
on our feet.
dead. Just end this now. And facebook.com/8bitspodcast if you would like to join in the conversation with us about anything we've talked about or anything new, have any questions, that is the place to put it. And we'll put you in some sandbag action.
Sandbag!
And
But I think
all
I'll
other good
relaunch
stuff.
with my new channel
What's
and
that?
a new Twitter.
New launch, new channel, new Twitter.
Oh, it's all
Total relaunch.
Captain, you should
Rebrand.
get Captain Bruce.
I'll see what I can find. As my
Salty
Twitter.
basket. Something amazing.
Salty bastard.
salty
Captain Bruce. I wouldn't mind calling you that every day.
Yeah. Well, I think we're just stalling out now.
We're totally stalling out. Thanks for watching,
We are.
guys. We will see you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining at the end. What are you talking about, Willis?
I'll give you a pocketable monster.